Primrose residents in Ekurhuleni, they're complaining about a lack of service delivery. Just last night, some parts of the area were without power for the second day. Now, some streets have been without power for 10 days, but this is not all. They're battling water supply issues. Let's get an update now. Nqobile Madlala is on the ground for us. She joins us live. Nqobile, good morning to you. So the Primrose residents, while the rest of South Africa is happy to report that they don't suffer load shedding in the day, that community unfortunately subjected to ongoing load shedding compounded by water issues. How are they reacting?
Well, I can tell you now they're not very happy to not have power. In fact, where we are, they're saying that the last time they had power was Monday. And so it's been difficult for them to continue with their lives on a daily basis. Simple things like charging your phone, ensuring that you can actually call if there's any problem. I mean, we spoke to a mother who was saying that even her child now is suffering from the fact that there's no power. So I'm going to bring in now Janet, who's going to speak to us about the issues. I mean, I can imagine you guys are already meeting up this morning to try and find resolutions. But I can imagine it's been very difficult for you.
Very, very. We have streets that have been without power for 14 days. You cannot get feedback from the council. We've tried to set up meetings with the MMC of Energy and the head of department. Yesterday we had an online meeting with the chief engineer who told us that we don't have power because of the illegal connections. Well, excuse me, it is your job to deal with the illegal connections. Why must residents who are paying rates and taxes be without power for 14 days? In one of our roads also, we have continual problems there. One of the ladies passed away because she was on an oxygen machine and she didn't have power to charge. Who is going to be responsible for this? Now in that side of the place, we had somebody rob one of these boxes and has fried the line, the Eskom line, from this box all the way to the Germiston substation. They are busy now. They work till all hours overnight. There's a huge area out with no power because of one person. What is SAPS and EMPD doing about getting these people off the street and sorting these people out that are breaking in and stealing our cables, etc.? It's just not acceptable. We have people for 24 days who do not have water because the Rand Water and Council are fighting about whose problem it is, what the problem is. They don't seem to know. 24 days, no water. That is not acceptable. We want Council to take us seriously. You work for us. We are ratepayers. You work for us. You are responsible for us. You are responsible to give us feedback. We want meetings with the heads, with the mayor, whoever, and people to take responsibility, not fobbing us off all the time with what's going on and excuses about no teams. Do you know that the excuse we got that none of these cable teams have been paid? That's why. Why must residents suffer when their council cannot uphold their side of the bargain? It's not acceptable.
I can imagine this is very frustrating for you. And surely you have tried to communicate this with council.
For sure. They won't answer. They fob off. You go to the mayor. The city manager is actually responsible for this, for the service delivery in this area. She will not take a meeting. She won't take your calls. The head of department, the MMC, doesn't even read his WhatsApp messages. He won't answer calls. He is responsible for the running of the department from the top to the bottom, to these people who are not doing their jobs. Why are the technicians not working overtime? Because they get paid 40 hours overtime and then they don't work for the rest. It's not acceptable. This chief engineer told us yesterday online, it's because the residents go to the depot and they block the depot so that the technicians cannot get out. Yes, because the residents are frustrated. They cannot get anybody's attention who will actually do something. What are these people going to do about it?
What do you want to see happen, Janet?
I want a meeting with the mayor, with the heads of department, and I want answers. I want people to be held accountable for what we pay them for their jobs. They are responsible. I want to see the city manager also.
And I want to bring in now David to speak to us about this. I mean, Janet is saying that she wants to see people being held accountable, and I understand that at this point you guys are even planning to do a march.
That's correct. We've actually scheduled a gathering at our Primrose police station. This is for 9 o'clock on Saturday. I'm the Vice Chairman of the Primrose Ratepayers Association, and we've come with our members and we've said enough is enough. We need all role players to assist in this comprehensive list of problems that we've got in Primrose. It has come to light last night that the city only has 4 days cash on hand, and we need this confirmed by the city manager, as this is totally unacceptable. This will put us in a position that we're in now, where we're unable to pay the people that run our water, run our electricity. What about the police services? They're very complacent to the malfeasance and crime that's currently overridden in Primrose. Primrose currently is not safe.
Why is Primrose not safe?
It's totally overrun by criminality. Everything from drugs to card swindlers, cable thieves, and they just looked over or let go at the end of the day. And we need a total policy shift happening at our police station in order to get things up and running. The community has come together on numerous occasions offering our assistance. This includes CPF and private security companies to assist police in their visual policing, and this is just not happening enough. It really isn't. And we need action. We need action from the mayor, who has pretty much done nothing since he's been elected. We need his actions. We need him to comment on this, because he's the one that could possibly be able to assist us with what's happening. He's been totally silent, as was the city manager. I don't want to deal with the person that deals with the office of the city manager. Let the city manager come out and meet with us. We're not horrible people. We're understanding. We're a community. We're prepared to come out and assist our members, our residents. I mean, this is 80% of our entire area that's currently out of power for 4 days. What are the elderly going to do? What are our children going to do? So we've got the little members that we've got that are running around trying to assist the technicians and trying getting things fixed, and then we get told we're not allowed to do that, but then we also get told on the other side of the page that they haven't been paid. So this also is a health and security concern. If there's no power, criminals can get in and get the cables. This is what we've been dealing with in Primrose at least for 5 years, where all our cables are getting stolen.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Well, you can hear there from the Primrose residents, they're saying that enough is enough, and so they are going to be doing that much. But more than anything, they want officials to be held accountable for what is happening in this area.
Madlala, thank you very much. Very, very angry voices coming from that community of Primrose.